We originally met Don Rice. He was a patient at our chiropractic office, Affordable Chiropractor in Woodstock, Georgia. Kevin was a friend to all of his patients, so they quickly became friends.
It just turned into where we would just, help each other. Anytime I was in pain, he would help me, and anytime he was in financial pain, he would give me a call, and we just worked together from there.
So Kevin's office he ran by himself. He had no receptionist. He had no CA, chiropractic assistant, nobody. It was just him. People would come in, they sign in, they go to a table. When that table becomes available, the next person goes in. The practice grew so fast. We got to where we were seeing 300 or 400 or 500 patients a week. He was seeing about 100 people a day.
With him really running everything, if something were to happen to him, his business would be gone. As a small business owner, he didn't really have anything in place for himself as far as retirement. He was just building his business and planning on retiring that way. We went through all the benefits of the IUL, the loan provision, which allows you access to accumulated value. You have living benefits, and then you also have the death benefit that all of them would have at the end. Little did we know at the time that we would actually be using all of these benefits within about a 6-year period of time. Dr. Hay was 41 years old when we put this policy in place. Completely healthy, no issues whatsoever. The policy was put in place for tax-free retirement purposes. The first time he was able to utilize the benefits of his policy was when he was still healthy, and that was with the loan provision. He had accumulated enough money into his policy over the first few years that he was able to actually buy his office building. And that's one of the things that Shannon tells me all the time is she is so happy that she owns the building outright because it puts her in such a better position with the business and the practices it is now. Life can be very unpredictable, and in this case, that actually proved to be true. Just a few years later, after we've put this policy in place, everything changed. I had went into his office that day and was just there to get adjusted, and it came up. He just mentioned to me that he had just been diagnosed.
We found out it was cancer. He had colorectal cancer.
That's where the living benefits really come in. The fact that he had that critical illness rider, and when he was diagnosed with cancer, we were able to accelerate that death benefit and actually put over $600,000 worth of living benefit in his hand as peace of mind.
I asked him to stop working. Our main focus was him healing during that time. We were able to hire a chiropractor to come in the office. We were able to hire receptionists to take over and handle our finances. We weren't used to paying 2 salaries, and that money had to come from somewhere. And luckily, we were able to use the living benefits policy to do that. So September 18th, sometime during the night that night, he woke up and talked to me for the last time. As soon as I got up the next morning on the 19th, I called the kids and I said, "You need to come and you need to be prepared." I called Don, and he came right away.
The family was able to receive over $1 million worth of death benefit to continue his legacy into the future. He has 6 kids. So that was huge, being able to walk in, hand them that check, not just condolences. Dr. Hay's case really shows the versatility of the IUL as an asset class. It was actually able to be what he needed it to be when he needed it. While he was healthy, he was able to use the loan provisions in order to grow his business, as well as setting up a tax-free retirement plan for himself. When he did get sick, he was able to use the living benefit portion in order to keep his business running and give him peace of mind to have cash in hand in order to pay for medical expenses, things like that. And then when he did finally pass away, he was able to keep his business running for his family and also provide cash for the legacy to help move his family into the future. Just seeing them every day there and knowing what he was able to put in place, that legacy he was able to build, it makes what I do every day the best thing in the world.